Hello and welcome to an episode of my vlog where I'm going to think about a sew recreate. Now I know that challenge was in April, but that doesn't stop me wanting to do it the rest of the year. Welcome if you are a subscriber, and I'm delighted to say that I've got lots of new subscribers, so welcome. And welcome if you are new. I hope you enjoy my vlog and my channel. My Instagram tag is the same as my channel, which is Sequin Girly, so you're very welcome to come over to Instagram too, where you can see stills and sneak peeks of what I'm making. But also welcome people who just want to join me on YouTube or who've come from Instagram to YouTube. Most of my channel is about sewing and my sustainable fashion, but there will be other creative makes as well as time goes on. Hopefully you've seen my Me Made May pledge, and there will be a Me Made May update too. I've also done Make 9 plans and a Make 9 update for the first part of the year. I will do one later on, but as we all know, Make 9, there are hopes and dreams of what we will do, but we just get distracted along the way. So today is one of those distractions. It's probably a distraction from my Me Made May as well. Part of my Me Made May pledge is to make my wardrobe work for me, so I pick up the clothes and put them on. It seems that despite that, there are things that I just feel comfortable and I'm just drawn to wear. And actually, do you know what? Sometimes I want to sew for a quick win. I do want to take my time. I do really want to craft and think things through, and I love combining fabric, but sometimes I just want a quick sew and a quick win. And while I thought this might be one of those, I'm not sure it is. So the outfit I'm wearing today, I'll just pan down so you can see, is a stripy sort of jumper dress. It's like a knit fabric, but it has this twist on it here across the waist, but it's like an added part. So you can see there it's added on. I will include some video of that as well, where I do it separately. I'll put a picture in here probably of me in the full outfit. This is a thrifted cardigan I found in my local charity shop. I'm not convinced anyone's ever worn it. I mean, look at the cuff, look how pristine that is. Pretty certain it's from the 80s or 90s. Gorgeous sunshine yellow. Might not have the sunshine outside, but I'll bring the sunshine here. And I was wearing this dress today. I just wanted something easy to wear today, and I really feel that I want another dress. I want to make one like, so I bought this a long time ago in Gap, and I don't want to shop for another one. I want to try and create one, but I want to try and create one myself. I love the way it twists the stripes and everything. I have been trawling the patterns. There are several patterns which I will put in the details below that are similar. There's quite a few jersey dresses that like twist at the front and out. If you've seen my previous videos, you'd have seen that I did make a Joni dress in the Till in the Button stretch book, but it's just not for me. I don't like the big just twist at the tummy, which a lot of the patterns do. I did look at that. I think it's the Sew Over It, which is like a twist, like tie one. I'm not sure if I like that. That one's the one I'm like the look of most, but I'm not 100% on that. So what I'm thinking is of having a go myself. But this is an introduction to me thinking about this. So I'm going to go off, take this off. I'm going to sort of look at it with you. I'm going to create my own pattern template to create the fabric. The back should be fairly straightforward. I'm then going to have a go, and you can join me in what will either be a roaring success and I'll want to make many more, or one of those things where I have to reuse the fabric or come up with an alternative plan. Come and join me. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to try and draw what I think I understand it to be. So I've got the neck, shoulder, sleeve that does that, shoulder, sleeve that does that. Okay, so that's what I can see. So then the bit on the side from here goes like this, and it's got the piece behind. So the piece behind, and then this purple piece is on top, and it goes to here, to a knot here, and then on this side we've got a side piece, or this colour's not different, very different, that's attached, and that goes through there as well, but we've still got the piece behind. Okay. I've looked on the inside of the skirt, and it's definitely like the skirt piece is doing that shape. And it's definitely like over to one side there as well. So when I think of the skirt, when I cut the skirt, it needs like that shape to the skirt. So I've got some leftover of the jersey fabric I've made other toiles from. Hopefully I'm saying it right now. I was saying toile, but I think it's toile. So I'm going to make a mini version. I'm asking myself the question, is it like a big long tail bit like that? But that means the long bit would be... Okay, I'm going to try and cut something like that out and see what happens. So I don't know if you can see it there, but I've drawn out something with big long tails. So I'm going to try cutting them. I'm going to cut the tails even longer than I've drawn them, because I can always slim them down. This thickness of jersey I'm using is very representative of the thickness of the one I will be using, which is partly why I chose it. The reason I like this pattern over a lot of the other ones I've seen is because it's only at the waist, it's not right in the middle, it's smooth underneath, so not creating bulk around the tummy. I have watched a YouTube video by Sew Custom, which I will put in the links below, because she's shown how to create your own twist front top, which I really like, but it's still that full bulk twist all at the front here, which is not what I want. I want, like the one I've shown you, where it's just a waist area twist with just a little bit of pull from the top, and then underneath super smooth. So here we go. So I'm going to turn it over onto the pattern side of the fabric. Hopefully you can see that okay. Looking like it's like, I don't know, some mini stingray or something. So we'd need to tie them in a knot, and then so the knot would do the pulling, but then how? So then that one would go over there to, I've done, it's too deep a V I think. Yeah, so the sides need to come out more. Okay, so let's cut another one then. Let's try cutting that out. Okay, so I've cut it out. It's interesting when I think about it, because when I originally looked at it, I thought it was separate pieces, and it clearly isn't. It's all joined together. So this guy needs to do all the twisting. Okay, so the other option is not to replicate that fully, and oh, another pin, and to actually just have the t-shirt top cut like that, like we were saying, so it goes up and back down. Let's cut it to the right shape now. Could it be, oh hang on, yes, could I? Okay, so in the Tilly and the Buttons book, the Joni dress, this twist here, whilst I don't want all of it, I want a bit that looks like that just at the waist. So let's have a look. So in the book it says pinch it, rotate that twice till it's back to the front again. and then stitch that together. Yeah, that would work. So then we'd stitch that bit together, just use a pin to hold it together. Are you catching that all right? Let's zoom in a bit for you. That's better, isn't it? So then we would pin, that would be more decorative and it would feel like it was sat on, but that isn't really different from the sew over bit, which is a tie, and that's, I'm looking for, it's interesting how intense the knot is compared to this knot. This knot is not very intense. So you can see here I've made a larger version and pinned it to a dress I've already made to see how it will look. You can see the knot, but you can see the fabric doesn't pull in. Thank you if you're still with me. Let's see what I do next. Good morning. So 2 days later from the first part of this video, I fell down a YouTube mine hole, and this is where I've now got to, with lots of carefully drawn lines coming out, all with 12 centimetres apart. I traced the dress that I like. You'll see that in a photo. And then created a template for the back, which is up there. And so now I'm at this, but I've realised that I'm going to have to cut the arms off, even though I like the arms of the dress, because to do this work would affect the arms too much. So I've decided to use the body of the Freya top from Tilly and the Buttons to check that I've got those arms right and the shoulders. So that's looking quite good actually, but the arm is not. So I need to think about that. And then it's time to cut these and add extra in. I will put some of the YouTube videos that I watched for inspiration in the information below. And I've also decided to do it in this green. Oh, that looks blue in this light, but it's not. It's like apple green stripes with, that's better. This first, because even though I want to do it ultimately in the other one, and I really like this one too, I feel this one might be a better first start. And I'll put videos in after this bit so you can see me doing that, or even still photos. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I've done, let's go out. I've done piece B, so I thought I'd take you with me on piece A. So I've got to splay this, so it's been cut, and just going to lay it on a piece of this flat paper. I'm going to draw a 12 centimetre line, because that's what I've got to fit from point to point, and then 1 centimetre, and then 12 centimetres. So I've got to get point to point on there. So just move that out of the way. I've got to get that point to sit there. So I'm going to tape that there so I've got it. And then this point comes to sit here. So I'm going to tape that there. Get everything to lay down. And then this point will sort of reach out in the middle. Now, for anyone who knows me or is getting to know me, I'm not the world's most precise person, which is a bit of a challenge when you are sewing precision sewing patterns, but I am working on it. I'm taking my time. This is day 3 of this project, so I'm nowhere near even touching the fabric yet. The 2 skirt pieces where I've got the same splay and splay to do. Okay, so here I am having splayed each of the parts. There is a little rub pull there. Let me zoom out for you so you can see the whole dress. So you can see if they were folded back under, like folds, it would re-meet together. So now I've drawn on the direction of the stripes. That's the blue lines. The stripes are going to go that way there, vertical there, horizontal there, zoom in for you, horizontal there, and like an oblique towards the centre on that one. Let's see how this goes. Good evening, and here we are on day 3 of attempting to make my own twisted style jersey dress. You saw me cut out all the pattern pieces. Now it's time to cut out the fabric. I am nervous. I actually haven't measured whether this will fit me or not, but I'm taking the risk now, and then hopefully tomorrow I can stitch it up. I will share with you after this little insert the pieces, how they're looking, and then I'll start clipping them together and stitching them tomorrow or this evening, depending on how I go. Fingers crossed. I hope you're all with me on this. Who knows how it's going to go. Hello, so sorry for the red face. It's been really cold today, and then we put the heating on and now it feels really hot. So right now I am wearing what I've been sewing. I'll talk you through it. I will switch to a different angle video so you can see more of me, and I'll put that sort of next to me. So I've done it. I've got the twist, so let me just tip the camera down slightly. I've got the twist in the dress, which I'm really happy with. I've got stripes going this way, this way, this way, and that way. I've gone for a 3/4 length sleeve after the disappointment of the weather here today compared to what I'm seeing everywhere else in the UK. I need a bit of a sleeve going on. I think the neckline is too high. At the back I'm happy, but it could go down. So the neckline is going to come down more. So I think more like this. So I think that will be better, or possibly even a little bit more. And at the back, you can see there, it's too loose. I will pop some videos in, but that's too loose. So that means I need to take in the sides to create what you want from a jersey dress, which is it feeling fitted. And then I'll put a photo in now of the whole dress. I followed an idea for the lower part of the skirt. I do not love it. I will work this out, don't worry, but I will put a picture in so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll move this way a bit so I can put it in there. I'm perplexed about what to do, but I know I'll fix it. But overall, I've used the Freya top from Tilly and the Button Stretchbook sleeves. They've worked brilliantly. I used the bodice shape for the sleeves as well, because I know that shoulder fits me well. The rest of it is completely self-drafted using the original dress that gave me the idea and watching lots of videos on YouTube. I'm definitely, as long as it's not see-through, going to make the other one now. But you'll see from the photos, you'll have to wait for the final reveal to see what I do about the bottom, because I'm not loving that at all. I have twin needled some of the hem already on that, but I need to have a think because it just doesn't work for me. For some people that could be great, but for me that's just not working. But keep going because I'm nearly there. I'm at the end of this vlog. This has been over a period of nearly a week now, but at the end of this vlog you will see the final reveal of what I've made. Hello and welcome to the end of my jersey challenge video. So thank you if you've hung in there with me through the journey in this video. It's now a week and a half since I began, and you are about to see the finished picture. It doesn't look hugely different from what you saw in the last bit, but you will notice the neckline is lower, and I have resolved as much as I can the bottom of the skirt. But what you will then see after is that I was so happy, I then immediately replicated it with the fabric that I'd actually started that I wanted to work with. But it isn't going to stop there. So very soon in a new episode of Sequin Girly Creates, I will share some fabric that I bought whilst away in Wales and what I'm going to do with that as well. I am absolutely delighted with the results, and hopefully you think that it's turned out well too. And I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm so delighted that, as I say, I'm making a second one. They just feel like secret pyjamas and I can't wait to wear them. And I must be patient and finish them properly. But thank you so much for staying with me on this sort of brain journey that I've been on with this. And I'm planning many more videos in this sort of style. So do let me know if you like them, because I really enjoy sharing with you my process from the thinking to the final. But get ready, because here comes the big reveal.